I've read the script. The producers of the movie Both Worlds have been amazing in hearing my feedback. They're not obliged to. I think many people think that the author writes the TV series, and it's not like that at all. The TV series is produced by a separate entity who are not obliged to listen to you at all. But Both Worlds, the producers, have been incredibly generous and engaging with me. So I have read the script and given very irritating comments on every line and made suggestions and comments and then let it go. And the script it's just amazing. Yes, it's very much based on the book. I mean, if I saw it, I'd say, oh, that's based on my book. But it's also an entirely different entity. So it's an amazing thing to walk onto set and to see characters that I have imagined, and suddenly they're actually there and real. And there is the sky blue bakkie with the cloud white canopy. It's a very strange, but to actually see this gorgeous woman driving along in this blue bakkie, it is incredible. And just meeting some of the actors, they're not all exactly as I imagine Maria, but as I say, I've let go into a different project. But on the other hand, they also are. So it's a very weird, magical realism experience for me to see that. It'll be amazing just to see the back. So there's the back story. I'm watching how it's being created, and then to see it from the other side. I think I'll just find that quite exciting, just to see what happened now. And then I've also seen some visuals and been told some stories. And if I'm allowed to share those, Maria was describing how early on she has this relationship with a hardy-dar that's quite antagonistic. So this is something that's been added in the movie to give good visuals and dynamics. So they've got this hardy-dar on set, and the script for the both of them is to make it antagonistic. But before she even moves along, just in her attitude, the hardy-dar starts attacking her. And then she blows at it with a vuvuzela, goes, bah! And then the hardy-dar blows back, bah! There's humor that you can capture in film that you can't see on the page. Am I more Tannie Maria or am I more JESSIE? I think it's important as an author that you are not any one of the characters and that you don't identify too strongly with any one of them. But of course they are all from me and of me. I think probably historically, personality-wise, I'm a JESSIE. I'm like a fighter and I give people a lot of flack. Or I certainly did for 20 years. I mean, I was quite a hardcore activist and a fighter and kind of a bit hard. But I have softened around the edges. But one of the ways in which I have softened around the edges is through Tannie Maria teaching me about a way of being, teaching me how you can stand up for justice and be gentle and strong. Whereas JESSIE, she's also younger, and it's appropriate that when you're younger, you're a fighter. So people often ask me if I'm a cook and if that Tannie Maria's brilliant cooking comes from me. And the short answer is no, not in the sense that I'm not a cook like she is. And I don't say that to denigrate cooking. I say it because I don't have that skill. I don't have that vocation. But when I've said that at a few book launches, I get into a lot of trouble from my friends and say, nonsense, you make fantastic meals. But there's a difference. I can make a good meal, and if people are coming, I like to cook for an occasion. But I've got a repertoire of, I don't know, 5 or 6 recipes, which I did under pressure from friends and include in the more recent book. But it's something that's very different about Maria and I. And one of the sections of my books that's the biggest research is getting really good recipes and making sure they're really good, because it's not something I've got my own personal repertoire of.